as we've seen now, we've understood, the very literal definition of open interest and volume. Now we have our resident expert, Mr. Kapil, who will sort of help us understand how to look at what are some publicly available resources, how to interpret the data, what do we search, how do we look at it, and maybe some tools for some advanced traders as well. So over to you, Kapil. Thank you for being here. Let's look at open interest and volume and understand it in greater detail, but from a very practical aspect. If you want, you can share your screen and take us through the same.
Sure, Anand. Thank you so much. So basically, why we are doing these all activities? The thing is that we have a very limited bullets to fire. In the market, in the stock market, there are various stocks are there. But where there is an action is happening, so we need to counter that. Means we don't just have the limited money, we have the limited time, we have the limited energy. So how to optimize it? So open interest, volumes play the very major role. Okay, we are focusing on the things where there is a majority of the action is happening. So let's say I take you to the website. It is an Opstra strategy. So once I click on it, it is freely available.
Yeah, Opstra is a good website. Free also. It gives a lot of tools for free.
Right. Means it is a premium version as well, but the basic features that we are using, it is enough for us to navigate and to understand the basic stuff of the market. So let's say, first of all, the option means in the futures we want to look at an open interest. So my first thing is that today where the good amount of the activity happened. So how can I understand this? So simply this is the what option website that I opened up, and these are what the features are over there. Herein there is a separate section for the futures, and once I drill down it, so there is a future dashboard is given over there. So here I will find a summary. So let's have a view on this. So here I understand today where the top price gainers are. So I understand BPCL, IOC. So these are the price gainers are there. But lower to that, I see that where there is a long build-up is happening. So what is a long build-up actually? I think you have already explained about this. Just to give a brief about it, the prices has increased and your OI has also increased. It means that new fresh contract has built into this particular stock. So I understand in a very nutshell manner, this is today the IOC, NABC, Power Grid, Coforge, they have gained a certain kind of long build-up. They have attracted new additions into their contracts. Same way, short covering. I can say that the short build-up. So where this particular set of data gives me the understanding of where the negative view has been created. So Sri Cement, Eicher Motors, Lal Lab, ICICI Prudentials, they have witnessed a certain kind of the bears attack. So we have seen the reduction into the price, and we have seen the increase into the OI. So this gives you the understanding where the bullishness in the stock is or where the bearishness in the stock is.
So, sorry to cut you, Kapil. Just a very basic question. I want to understand what minus 4.21 means and what 9.36 means. What are these two different bars? If you could just, very basic, explain it to me.
All right. So basically, this is what a change in price. So this is blue color that we are seeing. So if I put my cursor over here, so it will give me the detailed indication. So this green line is a change in a price. So that is in a 9% in a price has increased. Vis-a-vis to that, based on its previous days, OI has increased near to the 1%.
Got it. Understood. So got it. So if you hover over top short build-up, you will see the same. So what is the price change? And therefore, what is the OI change? Correct. So since there is a decrease in the top short, your percentage OI change is 9.36%, whereas the price has reduced by negative 4.2%. So of course, in top short build-up, it will always be in opposite directions, right? Because the price has to decrease for the open interest or the short build-up to occur basically.
So basically now the thing is that these are the specific stocks which is there. But let's say you are having some position in your stock. So how will you get to the stock specific which you are interested in? Correct. So here there is another one feature is that let's say if in the future sections I come to the future open interest data. You have built positions around the Nifty, let's say for example. So today I can see that what the positioning happened in the Nifty. So today, this is what a candle I can understand. It has opened up on the higher side and prices has come down. It gives us a very interesting information. If I just look at it technically, I will understand that, okay, fine, the Nifty has faced the resistance because this is what my previous resistance and prices has formed last week has formed. So it is giving me the prices has faced the selling pressure. But when I come to know and when I come to see the open interest, so here it says that there is a kind of the long buildup has created. How I can come to know this is a long buildup has created? So with the help of the colored codes. So let's say on the lower side, it shows that when there is a green bar is happening, so long buildup is happening. This is a short covering is happening. This is a short buildup and long unwinding. It gives me the very interesting information about it. Technically, I understand that Nifty has faced the resistance, but my OI indicates that okay, fine, you have faced the resistance level, but there is not that much strong resistance that you are having. Still, there is a participant in the market who are having the long view in the index.
Bearish versus bullish. So you have the more bullish view. The more number of participants are bullish if you look at the options contracts versus if you look at the resistance or pure technical perspective, it may seem that it is bearish versus in reality, if you look at both in tandem, you sort of would edge towards the more bullish perspective because there is higher amount of long build-up basically.
Is there? Yes. So when we are seeing in the conjunction technicals and open interest, then we get in a kind of a well-rounded perspective. Okay, how actually the activities is happening in this.
Right. Very interesting. So Kapil, this is again one website that gives you on the same chart. You are able to see. So technicals, so one has to judge for themselves, right? You have to have the ability to read a chart, for example. And the second point of view is, but the second aspect, which is the open interest and the build up. This website is helping us understand it in a little bit through a very easy color coding mechanism. Can you take me through another instance on this chart itself, wherein another trend was observed, wherein you had sort of a dichotomy between the technical reading as well as the open interest and build up reading, for example?
Right. So let's say we are considering the same stock within a historical episodes. So here I see that there was a long back, there was a kind of a sideways momentum was happening. So prices were moving somewhere around like this. So as far as when the prices are heading up, so there are continuously long build-up where has been created. But when the prices has stalled over there, I didn't see there is much kind of reduction is happening. Let me just repair the chart. So basically, when the price is moved, it moving up. There are a certain kind of negative developments happen. So happens also that there is no short buildup is happening, but technically the prices are not supporting. So there is a certain kind of the dichotomy is that my technical is showing something else and my open interest is showing something else. But when the two things get confirmed, let's say there is a breach of support level is also there, and there is a short buildup is also happening. So that gives us a kind of a good picture. So let's say, for example, today I show you one example on a CUB. This is one particular bank. City Union Bank is the stock. So once I look at its chart, I understand this is what a positive momentum that it has been.
Correct.
But on the lower side, when I understand its support levels are getting breached and my short buildup is happening, then this is the kind of one more additional information. The structure is getting changed for the stock, and there is some sorts of reversals that we expect in this.
Very interesting. So would it be right to say, Kapil, that if there is a technical breach or a technical scenario that you have judged, and if your understanding or if the same technical scenario gets corroborated by open interest and the build-up in the contracts, is that a good setup, or is that a good way of having a two-part system to get confirmation? So you're not only specifically dependent on technicals, or you're not only specifically dependent on, say, the open interest and the options contract. You're taking the two in tandem and then you're proceeding further. So one question is that. The second part of that question is, just in the previous example, we saw that there is a resistance sort of forming, but at the same time, there is a long build-up happening. So in your experience, these are the two. One is when both work, and one is when one is giving one indication, the other is giving another indication. How would you say solve, or how would you judge the two scenarios in order to just ensure that you are playing with the market, you are correctly taking the position, you are not going overboard, and you are ensuring that your risk management is in place.
So whenever we are looking at any kind of the stock specific, we try to establish the harmony. So there has to be a consciousness between a price chart that is developing and the consciousness between the open interest. Means let's say now this is a very interesting case. CUV chart, same chart here. Any technical person read it is in this way. This is a lower high and a low sequence is happening. The lower high, low sequence stands for the negativity. Today I have seen the kind of breakdown. I can say that technically it is an inverted flat pattern, a breakout happened, this is a bearish continuation sign. But by the same time, if you see that there is a very jump into the short buildup has also happened. So there is a breakdown into the price chart and there is a short buildup that is created. So let's say here if I see, so short buildup is color coded into the red color. And today I see that there is a very huge histogram has been created into the red color candle. So this is what it considers. And this consideration is not just along with price and OI. Even your volume has also spiked up. So there is a ferocious decline in the price, rise in a short build-up. So that gives me a little bit more edge. This is what the negativity is likely to continue.